The function of this school as an educational facility is very questionable. Our PE class is exceptionally disorganized. The only thing we do together are the warm-ups at the start. The teacher isn't even there after that. All we do is play together. No helping it. Everybody's a different age or gender. The only rule was that we have to stay on the school grounds while exercising. Oh god, sorry, that's like my first DM. Don't worry about it. It's fine. All the little kids were gallivanting about. Well, they certainly are being active. Might be getting plenty of exercise, but... Board of Education probably completely forgot about this school. Sorry to keep you waiting. We're all together now. What shall we do today for PE? Alright. We have all of our members gathered now. Has Sadako always had red eyes? They just pop so much here. Yeah, if you... Yeah, I think they're pink. Yeah, because... Yeah. Yeah, they're pink. They're not like red. It's... Okay, yeah. Yeah, again, if you... Their class... This is like such a small town that the school has... There's just a class with 30 people in it, and like that's their class. Weird. And it's like all ages. Now then, class representative, what shall we do for PE today? What shall we do? Mion harumphed and crossed her arms haughtily, surveying the area. So my favorite character in... I think I'll just say it now. It's really hard. But if I have to pick a favorite character... I said it in a tweet, so I'm standing by it. I think Mion Sonozaki is my favorite, character. Before I ask my question later, did you finish the new Higurashi anime? I did finish Go and Sotsu, yes. Those are not remakes. Do not watch them if you have not played the original or watched the original. Do not. Episode 2 will spoil all of Higurashi for you. Not like all of it, but pretty much all of it. So I know almost nothing about Homestuck, which is very funny, but is that like the day that... Is that the day that he gets Homestuck? Is that the day that he gets stuck home? I have to read Homestuck. I just have to. It's John. No, it's the guy. I've read enough of Homestuck to know that dude. No, you don't. I'm gonna do it. I want weird girls to kiss me. So I should read Homestuck. April 13th is the day Homestuck anniversary. That's so wild. Explosive powder and endurance. What is she? Yeah, they do already. But like, no, y'all are plenty, but like, you know. 413 is also an important number. Reading Homestuck to get laid is certainly a plan. Eros and Thanatos, baby. It's all about sex and death. Those are the two reasons we do everything. Explosive power and endurance. There are no friends in the world of sports. I absolutely thought it said powder the first time. Everyone is a rival. The only thing you can trust in is your own body. What the heck do you mean by that? I really read too much manga. Equipped without missing the beat. Keiichi really like, I'm so fucking good. I had a zinger ready. So goofy. And so, we'll be taking a lesson from history. The tried and true king of all outdoor melee events. Let's play tag. It was quite the adorable choice to make after playing it up so much. Just what I was hoping for. That dunderhead Keiichi-san shall be the first one to be it. I won't be beaten. I'll try my best too. You can't beat me. Why are you guys all getting so into it? The third rule of our society. You must partake in the game, enjoying it without question. Then this counts as a club activity? Everyone smirked at each other. They all seem pretty confident. I'm a man. Physically, I should be able to keep up with any girls my own age. Regardless, Mion and Sadako looked as if they were aiming for victory, and Rena was looking at me as if pitying my disadvantage. Fine. Tag. I'm in. My yell echoed across the school grounds. These were the rules. Anyone who was able to evade being tagged before the bell was a winner. But we didn't switch who was it. The ones who were tagged by it also became it. So the number of people who were it could increase exponentially. Yeah, the hair in the Ryushi art is wild. It is very hard to differentiate what's going on. The endgame would become a hellish siege. They call the version we're playing here zombie tag, you see. I see. Anyone infected by a zombie turns into a zombie. Why do you make it sound so scary, I wonder? As soon as I catch Rena, I'm gonna tear out her entrails while she's still alive. Yeah, I'm gonna admit it. I'm gonna admit it to you. That line startled me as a person who has already read this. Gross, Keiichi-kun, that's gross. Rika-chan placed her hand on Reina's head as she panicked. Don't worry. Before Keiichi gobbles you down, I'll eat you up gently. Rika, that isn't comforting at all. Both Mion and I nodded deeply. These faces. So, the first it. How do you decide who's the zombie? With rock, paper, scissors? Well, it is class time after all. Let's decide by answering questions. I'll ask the questions, and the one who isn't able to answer is the zombie. I have no idea which grade level they're coming from. I do not want the smoke from Mion in Halo 1v1. You don't. Might as well put the word foreshadowing in bold. Irene, truly, what does the word Roku mean? Huh? I was bewildered by the sudden question. Mion repeated it. No, the foreshadowing is fairly obvious. See, like, you don't know what it's gonna be, but... So you need to answer. What's Roku in English? 6. How about Kutsushitsa? Socks. What's the third last letter in the alphabet? It's X. What does seibetsu mean? Of course I know what that is. Sadako cut herself off before finishing the answer. I see. It's quite a lewd question. You're an adult, aren't you? Of course you know what it is, right? I certainly do. Of course I know. Yo, I forgot how much Mion messes with Sadako. Then go ahead and say it. That, you know? That. What does that mean, exactly? Oh, Sadako looks like she's in trouble. How cute. Don't take her home, it's a crime. If I didn't nip it in the bud, she really might have tried to take her home. Orewa now. Mion's pursuit was relentless, making Sadako stammer. Now then, go ahead and say it, nice and loudly. What does that mean? I do know. I do know. That means a person, idea, thing, action, or event which has been previously indicated in context. Huh? All of us were a bit surprised by Rika-chan's unexpected answer. I see. Well, it is certainly what that means. That could have been awkward. I wonder what I would have done in Sadako's position. I'd probably get ticked off and just blurt out you-know-what at the top of my lungs. I wouldn't want you as an enemy, Sonozaki Mion. Thank goodness you were born a girl. If you were a boy, you'd probably be a perverted asshole. What a line! It appears I have no choice. Unfortunately, I, Hojo Satoko, shall assume the role of the zombie. I shall eat everyone. Seems like she's raring to go. All I must do is count to 100, correct? Some jerks skip numbers while counting to 100. So you can start chasing after you solve this problem. Oh, Keiichi-kun, give her a simple one, okay? Hey, now that is not a gendered concept, so true. Keiichi, you and Mion were literally talking about whipping out cocks the other day, that's true. 1/5 of a cake, 1/6 of a cake, and 1/7 of a cake are all on a plate. Ryukishi has a weird puzzle boner. Oh no! There are no common denominators? Sadako grabbed a stick in a panic and began drawing a cake in fractions on the ground. If Sadako, who can eat one cake in 60 seconds, eats all of them, how many cakes are left on the plate? Just as I finished giving the word problem, Mion shouted. Ready? Go! On Mion's signal, everyone but Sadako scattered. Keiichi-kun, that wasn't a problem at all, was it? Sadako had already lost the moment she started working it out. She's eating it all, so of course there's nothing left on the plate. It was a trick question. Everyone dashed off in the direction they thought was best. Knowing the lay of the land, they probably headed right to the best spots. It was obvious I was at a disadvantage. At a time like this, it would have been more effective to go along with those trained in survival skills. Like Mion, for example. That's a hell of a knowledge drop, but okay. The fact that I didn't realize it at the start of the game probably hurt my chances. Yeah, he's been here for a month. Glancing back over the school grounds, I saw Sadako rising up to start. She was really, really mad. He's way too comfortable with all 5 of them to have only been here a month, but he has only been here a month. What? She got tripped up on such a dumb question. I stood at one of the corners of the school. I had clear sight lines in 2 directions and would probably have a good response time if any zombies started closing in. Calm. For the time being, I caught my breath and focused on what I was trained to think during club activities yesterday. Now think calmly, Maibara Keiichi. If I was it, what would I do? Increasing my numbers would be the shortcut to victory. And going after the weakest player first is the obvious plan of attack. Also, the club battles music is so good. Meaning, me. Now then, where could Keiichi-san possibly be? I shan't let you escape. But of course, what would be the best method to track me down? Footprints or smell, or maybe some type of trail. If I could craftily hide my tracks, then there would be no trail for Sadako to follow. But I was no detective. Would I even be able to do that kind of thing in an amateur game like this? Omita Okamura, have you seen Keiichi recently? What the heck? Do zombies hunt their prey by asking nicely where they went? Homida-kun and Okamura-kun pointed to the location where I was hiding. After confirming she was headed in this direction, I abandoned my position. It wasn't easy to hide myself with all those little kids running around as they pleased. It was becoming even more obvious that I was at a disadvantage from not being familiar with these surroundings. If that's how it was going to be, then to confront this intelligence-gathering zombie, I'd just counter it in a similar vein. I approached some girls playing with a ball. I'm sorry, but could you relay this message? Tell Hojo Sadako that her parents are at the gate, please. Message. Okay. I stopped the girls as they turned to run off. Wait, don't go yet. Also, take this one to Sonozaki Mion. Tell her the teacher is calling her to the gate. I am quite the schemer, if I do say so myself. Oh, I'm loudly sweating for reasons I can't tell you. If things went well, then Sadako and Mion would run into each other at the gate. It would put me at a disadvantage if more people were it, but this was Mion we were talking about. She'd figure out a way to escape. But that was just fine, as long as it bought me more time. Dance for me, Mion and Sadako. In the palm of my hand. Having my fill of playing the con man, I looked for a place to hide. If you think about it logically, I'd only bought myself a scant amount of time. And it might even come back to bite me. Once it became apparent I'd started spreading false information through messengers, I could end up being the recipient of one of those messages. Does he know anything about Sadako's parents? No, he doesn't. That's a good question. I can answer that. Cool! Sadako would probably ask the messengers to help her look for me. I tried not to gasp audibly when I read that line, but I know I did. I'm sorry. That would mean there would be more zombies than participants in the game. We're gonna move on. The virus that was brought about by my mischief could cause an epidemic. All my classmates would transform into zombies, and would only be searching for me. This tactic might backfire horribly. While trembling at the thought of the impending dawn of the dead, I began searching for a safe house. We've received 2 clues about Sadako's home life that I will confirm, and that is that Rika makes her lunches every day. And the shrine that they were at when Rika and Sadako showed up, Sadako referred to that as being their property. I'm okay with bringing up hints that we've already got, you know? I found a shed by the incinerator behind the school. After climbing up to the roof, I held my breath. It wasn't a bad place to hold out. Not only did I have a good line of sight, but if necessary, I could jump off in 3 different directions to escape. It was getting rowdy down there. The lower grades were running around below the shed. Maibara-san isn't around. Is he over there? No. Where's Keiichi-san, I wonder? His dad is at the front gate. That was definitely a lie. The word gate, the same one I'd used, gave the hint of revenge. So Mion was behind this. I was still keeping 1 step ahead of the game. I felt bad for my underclassmen, but they'd have to search until the school bell. Hey, do you know where Keiichi-san is at? His mom suddenly got really sick. A message for Maibara-san. They said his house caught fire and he needs to come to the gate. A jumbo jet fell on top of the Maibara residence. The police have come to question him. Anything goes now. They say he enjoys peeping into bathrooms. Huh? Is it true that he's going around every night stealing panties? Who are they talking about? I heard he wears panties on his head and smells them and stuff. No way I would do that. I heard that class representative Mion was a victim too. What? Ah! This was your doing, Mion. Calm down, Maibara Keiichi. This is Mion's battle tactic to flush me out. Just hold on. If my underclassmen thought about it logically, they would know it's all nonsense. But small kids don't think about things logically. To them, all of those things were true, so they all chuckled together while looking for me. I win, Mion. It's my victory. Wiping unrelenting tears away, I felt intoxicated by my own victory. Did you hear? I heard that the new transfer student Maibara-san is a really perverted person. The cost of beating Mion had too high a price. Oh, someone passed below. That's Reina and Rika-chan. I felt intoxicated by my own victory, Proxy Court. Very. Rika-chan, you're still okay? There's a gif from later in this series of somebody laughing that is like the most Proxy gif of all time. I can't talk about it now without spoiling it. But if you know, it's the laughing gif from the anime. If you know, you know. Oh, Sarge, thank you for the hydrate. I'm getting by somehow. It seems Mi-chan is it as well. Mion? It couldn't be. She'd become it because of my little strategy? This confirmed that Mion was behind this relentless message war. And this wasn't good. We finally got away from Mi-chan, but Sadako-chan, Sadako is searching around the pipes, so we should be safe here for a while. Well, thank you for the posture. Check again. Oh god, the lock. Upon hearing that, I breathed a sigh of relief. When Reina was slumped on the ground breathing heavily, Rika-chan started creeping up to her. Rika-chan doesn't normally make noise when she walks, but it's strange. It couldn't be. Whoa! Rika-chan! What is this? What is this? Oh. Don't worry. I had never seen Rika-chan smile so creepily before. Why are you coming closer? Why? Rika-chan isn't a zombie, is she? Don't be scared. I'll be sure to eat you gently. No way! Rika-chan, no! Reina was pressed against the wall and Rika-chan lurched forward with both arms out, just like a zombie. Reina quaked with her back pushed up against the wall. It was quite a surreal scene of horror. This is so fun, you guys. Because I know what is foreshadowing and I know what is misdirection. But you don't. Like one of those zombie breakout videos you'd see. At that moment, Reina's eyes met mine. Keiichi-kun, save me! Zombie Rika-chan turned 180 degrees Exorcist style and glared at me. Found him! I see Kei-chan! Mion popped out from behind the cinder block wall around the garbage dump, also seeing where I was. My position was only advantageous when there was only one zombie. Being surrounded was not as good. You say you located Keiichi-san? I could tell that Sadako was rushing my way. It seemed that Rika-chan had let Reina escape and was now baring her fangs in my direction. Come on down, Keiichi-chan. The three zombies circled the shed, moaning curses. You guys are scary. Too scary. I wonder how Keiichi-san's guts taste. Keiichi-san. Keiichi, I want you to become one of us. Someone please save me. I saw Reina apologizing to me from across the schoolyard. An apology. Sorry. Leaving me for dead? Reina! I left off the roof out of fear, slipping as I landed. Sadako and Rika jumped on top of me, and after straddling me, They tickled me all over my body. Stop! Stop! Ah! So this means Rena is still left. There isn't much time until the bell. Damn you, Rena. How dare you leave me for dead? The feelings of a zombie. I understood how vengeful ghosts with lingering regrets felt. It's sad. So sad. But Keiichi is one of us now. Watching Zia just lose it in the chat. It felt like I'd been bitten by a vampire and was now one of their thralls. It was a strange feeling, being welcome over to the side that had pursued me. Zombie tag is quite profound. This is no time to postulate. We must capture Rena. The principal is walking down the hall. The bell will ring soon. To devour Rena, I, who had been turned into a demon of vengeance, needed to use any means necessary. Except I wasn't just a zombie. I was a master of the night, a vampire. Using the same trick that had tightened the noose around my own neck, I used my classmates to further my evil designs. I gathered up the lower grades from around the school grounds. Everyone listen. Reina's in big trouble. All of you, please look for Rena. Tsukihime reference. It's a bigger problem than a jumbo jet crashing into your family's house? Oh yeah, it had turned into that, hadn't it? Neon whistled nonchalantly, trying to avoid the blame. Yeah, it's not even in the same league as jumbo jets. What fell on Reina's house was a space colony. I forgot about that joke! A space colony? Yeah, it's a really big disaster. Gundam reference, so true! She got colony dropped. Proxy reference? Everything in a 100-kilometer radius was obliterated. That's only the prelude to this tragic tale. This is the beginning. This is the start of a war for independence by the propagandality of Zeon. The lower grades were dumbfounded, their eyes like saucers at this grand turn of events. Okay, Lilith, thank you. I hope you get some good rest. Thank you for hanging out. It was nice having you. What will happen? Will the Terran Federation lose? If things go on like this, they will. Only one person can defeat the Red Comet. That person is Ryugu Rena. The lower grade students all go. This joke is not in the anime, and it's been so long since I've read this shit that I forgot. Scenes that I'd made them fully understand that the fight for Earth was lost without Rena. Now scatter, comrades, we must find Rena. My comrades in the lowest grade let out an enthusiastic cheer and dashed off in various directions around the school grounds. There was still one person who hadn't gone. But I thought even the Terran Federation's impulse wave diffusal cannon didn't work on the Comet Empire. You're close. That's the white variety of those comets. The reason it didn't work was because they didn't know the weak point. Of course, Reina knows their weak point all too well. Ryugu-san is amazing. Satisfied with that, he also rushed off to look for Rena. There was one kid that was like, hold on there, Keiichi-san. Hold on a second. Does seem like there are some promising up-and-comers amongst the youngsters. Little Kei-chan's abilities. This old man knows them better now. It didn't really feel like she was complimenting me, but whatever. Really though, how exceptional, Keiichi-san. This looks quite promising. If we have this many, we can win. With this many, we will win. Literally nerd emoji. I was thinking that Keiichi would have been a better nominee for the initial zombie. Rika-chan's words stung a bit, but I'd let it slide for now. Interesting. Not even Rena would be able to escape the entire class, as a result of everyone's thorough search. Rena was finally cornered in the back of the sports equipment shed. You're all scary! Keiichi-kun too! So scary! It probably was scary being chased around by the entire student body. All the lower grades closed in on Rena, saying she was the only one who could save the world. Honestly, if it wasn't for it being this series, an entire series about Anything Goes Game Club, it would be good. It would be good just as it is. What are you all saying? I can't control a mech. Reina, how could you leave me for dead? Are you ready to pay for it? I'm sorry about that, Keiichi-kun, but I didn't have a choice. Do not resist. Let yourself be devoured. Let's all be together. Now, Reina, say your prayers. Reina had stumbled onto a mat, trembling with tears in her eyes. I closed in. Associating this situation with a similar, particularly immoral one made my pulse quicken just a little bit. Sadako and Rika-chan were both wiggling their fingers. They probably wanted to tickle Reina. Reina, wanting no part of what she knew was about to happen, went stiff with fear. Keiichi-kun, you wouldn't do mean things like everybody else, would you? Would you? I wonder... how... We really need to get like a how count. Now then, are you ready? Okay. So long as it's Keiichi-kun. Rena. You have to respect it. The face she made as she resigned herself to her fate made my heart skip a beat. I believe that Keiichi-kun won't do horrible things to me. Body won't move. That had to be some sort of anti-zombie mantra. My second sense of reason chimed in. The beast inside me died instantly. There was the bell. Game over. Yay! I did it! I did it! I survived! Yay! Yay! Reina pranced around merrily as if a curse had been broken. She was stalling for time. Get fucked, Keiichi! So daylight broke in the nick of time and the evil zombie army disintegrated into dust. And so, the heroine survived. Well, that's how it goes in the movies, anyway. What are you postulating about? This is all because Keiichi-san was dawdling about. Punishment is required. I was subdued by Sadako and Rika-chan, and once again sentenced to death by 100 tickles. Forgive me! Then the award for surviving goes to Ryugu Reina and Sonozaki Mian. Yay! Huh? Mi-chan wasn't a zombie? Only pretending to be one. They say you need to deceive your allies before you can deceive the enemy, you know? Mion is so fucking goated. Ugh. Mion, you little... Yeah. Hurry up and change, alright? Don't be late for the next class. Gaslight gatekeep girl boss. Let go of me, Sadako. Rika-chan. Ah! Having my fill of being terrified to my very core by club activities, I solemnly swore I would have Mion crying for mercy next time. It's a very high IQ play. Higurashi, when they cry. I like saying it. It feels like being the Full Metal Alchemist person. It's very funny to have eye catches in a visual novel, but why not, honestly? was literally about to say that. Yeah, it's a wild decision, but it's cool. After arriving home, I quickly made preparations to head out once again. I agreed to meet with Rena to dig Colonel Sanders out of that mountain of treasure from before. Mom, do we have work gloves? I need towels, too. Aren't they in the shed out back? The towels are by the sink. Alright, now I was all ready. Looking at me, my mom stared quizzically. What's going on, Keiichi? Where are you headed to in that getup? If they come to dump again illegally, he'll be buried completely and it'll be impossible to get him out. And if that happens, Rena will undoubtedly go after the Colonel Sanders in front of the fried chicken place in town. A bit of excavating. So my classmate doesn't become a criminal. Well, don't be out too late. Sarge, what's up? Sarge, what's up? Oh. Sarge, I just saw your DM. I answered it. Mom returned to the kitchen with a puzzled expression on her face. Oh no, I'm doing the FMA bit? Oh, I understand. Oh, I get you. But also, you're right. Cutting through the woods is a shortcut to the dam site. I ran into someone. Okay. For those of you who have not seen, I know we looked at him last time, but those of you who have not seen original Tometake, I need you to see him again. Boom. There he is. Look at him with his camera. Oh yeah, Gin, you weren't here for the other default sprites, the original sprites. Listen, a very talented man wrote this and also did all the art for it. And maybe he is more talented at one of those two things than the other. Can you feel my heart, please? Alright, let's... There we go. He looks so fucking cut. Tometake is so hot. It's ridiculous. Like, honestly. Like, that Scrimlo-fied Blimblo with that yellow camera turning into this is so funny. Like, I want to gag on Tometake. Look at him. It was Tometake-san. Probably taking pictures of wild birds again with that precious camera of his. It couldn't be that all he took pictures of was handsome young men in the twilight. Hey, long time no see. Keiichi-kun, right? My due regards. I expelled the rude imagery from my head and greeted him without inciting anything. Yeah, I said it. I stand by it. By the way, was that girl an acquaintance of yours? He was probably talking about Rena. Guessing by the way Tometake-san was shaken up. What was that all about? She was walking around with an axe. On his cock or his tits? But both? And she was laughing with a huge smile across her face. That was Rena, without a doubt. It was probably because she could take it home today, so she couldn't hide her excitement. I hid myself because I thought it might be dangerous. Should I call the cops to be safe? Well, it certainly would be quite the spectacle for a girl of her age to be roaming around with an axe. Tometake-san's reaction was the epitome of logical. It's fine. Just leave her be. She's just wandering around looking for more victims. Tometake was alarmed by my crass response. Well, it's probably hard for normal people to understand Rena. I'll just toss a bunch of BS out there. If you were to be killed out here, she'd probably be the one to do it. Keiichi be normal challenge. Impossible. Try not to snoop too much around here. With a condescending smirk, I started off in the direction of the dam site, where Reina was waiting. Before I got too far, Tomitake-san abruptly called out to me. Keiichi-kun, is that meant to be a warning for an outsider like me? I didn't mean that seriously. I did try to make it obvious, but... I'll try my best to be careful. Leaving only those words behind, Tomitake-san turned around and left. I didn't really mean to call him an outsider. I wasn't really implying anything when I said that. It was only meant to be a joke, but it felt like I'd said something bad. Bro, do you think? Yeah, maybe. Maybe that was a really wild thing to say. Keiichi-kun, I was waiting for you. Let's try our best today. I understood what Tomitake-san was trying to say. Somebody gallivanting about while waving an axe around certainly would seem dangerous. You should cover the axe with something when you have it in public. It's not good to carry it around out in the open like that. Seems that I lost it, so there isn't one. Thinking about it, there really was no need to try to keep up appearances. Everyone in Hinamizawa probably already knew about Reina's eccentricities. She's probably the only person who could carry an axe around Hinamizawa and not be considered suspicious. Oh well, let's finish this today. If we bust through that last beam, we should be able to pull him out. I've got everything I need. Leave it to me. Okay. I took the axe from Rena and made my way up the unstable slope. Just wait, Colonel Sanders. Keiichi-kun will save you. Alright, get back. I'll finish this in one go. He's like, I'm about to isen this lumber. A solid thwack ran throughout Hinamizawa, as if the job was being done by a lumberjack. How is it? Think you can do it? If it looks too hard, you don't have to strain yourself. If I can break through this, then we'll be good. I have plenty of power today. I can do it. But this adversary was more formidable than I expected. First of all, I'd never used an axe before. During a school camping trip, I had wanted to split the wood, but I lost at rock, paper, scissors and wasn't able to do it. Because the spot where I was standing was so unstable, I soon became tired. I decided to take a break. Reina had already spread out a tarp and laid down some tea and sweets. I'm fine. I'm almost there. I'll make sure Rena can give Colonel Sanders a goodnight kiss tonight. Yeah, thanks. Giving Colonel Sanders a goodnight kiss. Hell. Come to think of it, Rena, you're a transfer student too, right? Where did you live before? I asked her nonchalantly while drinking tea. I thought she had lived here all her life. In Kanto. It wasn't as rural as it is out here, but it was still out in the countryside. Why did you move here? To Hinamizawa, I mean. You know, this is pretty far out in the boonies. Why did you move here? Does it have to do with your dad's work? Dad said he wanted to move out to a studio. He'd been saying for a while that somewhere deep in the mountains would be perfect. Studio? Is your father an artist or something? He paints scenery. Seems that twice a year he opens a gallery for the stuff he does. When he started, his works were displayed in an industry plaza in Tokyo, but now they're exhibited in the Makuhari Mess. He's determined to have them displayed in the Waterfront International Exhibition Hall. That's amazing! Let me see them next time. I was too embarrassed to tell her that I didn't really know what kind of pictures my father painted. Well, eventually I would. I picked myself up while giving some vague answers. But you transferred in the middle of the semester, didn't you? Wasn't that a hassle? Not really. I was getting bored of the city anyway. I was trying to get answers from Rena, but I ended up being the one giving out all the answers. With a bit of a wry smile on my face, I grabbed the handle of the axe and headed back to worksite. Yeah, she deflected very well. The thing she deflected was, why did you move to Hinamizawa? She was like, I don't know, why did you? The air grew colder as the sun slowly set. The Higurashi began to sing their song, as if to tell me to stop and head home for the day. Just a bit more. Today, I would end it. When I first started, I chatted with Rena as I worked, but now I didn't have that luxury. Ugh! You little... Damn it! I swung the axe countless times today, just like this. Contact. Shards of wood splintered. The assailants butchered the victim's body with hatchets and pickaxes. I recalled that passage from the tabloid. One hit with something like this would smash someone's head in. Axes and pickaxes are not meant to be swung at people, ever. With one last swing, the beam cracked apart. The weight I put behind the axe not only split through the beam, but smashed the statue's shoulder as well. The arm came off with a sickening sound. God, Higurashi's so good. Sorry. I can't... It clattered down noisily, stopping at my feet. What's the matter? Are you hurt? Sorry. The figure's arm. I broke it off. Oh, that's all? I thought Keiichi-kun hurt himself. I probably had a really guilty look on my face. Reina said that without a hint of dismay as she smiled. We just need to tape it back on and put a coat over him. Nobody will even notice. I see. Let's pull him out then. Can you get that side? Okay. Seems they haven't been able to find one of the arms, you see. I laughed dryly at how pathetic I was for considering the arm flopping down and rolling to my feet to be such a bad omen. Both Reina and Mion knew how sickening that incident was, so they pretended that they didn't know. I had looked it up all by myself, and shamefully enough, I was scared. You're pathetic, Maibara Keiichi. Alright, Reina. Let's do this in one go. Ready, and... Oh, he said that part out loud. Ready, and... Whoa! We did it! We did it, Keiichi-kun! Yay! The right time to give 3 cheers. That moment of 2 days of work bearing fruit. He who was brought to Hinamizawa covered in filth to meet his end. Instead, we were able to welcome him back. You're pretty lucky, Colonel Sanders. Your new master is a pretty decent person. Wow, Colonel Sanders. He really is cute. It didn't matter that he was dirty. Rena nuzzled him cheerfully with her cheek. I was dead tired, but seeing Rena's happy face made it all worth it. I'll help you carry it back. It'd be bad if it gets dark. Yeah, right. I really want to thank you, Keiichi-kun. I won't forget this. Think real hard about what you'll do to repay me, okay? Wow, I wonder what kind of repayment. I wonder. For now, I'd just hold back my evil cackle. Rena. She fucking disappeared, dude. Colonel Sanders. Why? We were ready to take it to her house, but we couldn't go like this. We rolled the statue up in the tarp and lifted him. And so, Jack and Jill went up down the hill, carrying a human-sized bag and an unsheathed axe. I prayed that we wouldn't run into Tomitake-san. If he saw us here and took a picture, we'll need to get rid of him. Lol. LOL! LOL! Is that meant to be a warning for an outsider like me? Something struck me odd about the words Tomitake-san, unable to grasp my sense of humor, had left behind. LOL, XD! We would have to kill him. XD, dude. Higurashi, when they cry. You have received new tips. What kind of name is Rena? Rena's not here. Do you know where she is, Keiichi? Huh? She was just there, actually. What the fuck does that mean? Hey, Neon, where did Rena go? Rena? Didn't she go to the bathroom? She did say she's been having bowel troubles lately. God, Neon, you're... I hadn't heard anything about that. Sadako, do you know where Rena went? Rena, you say? I just passed her in the hallway. Rena has class duties today, so she's off to water the flower bed. It was Rena's turn for class duty. Mion's just stay making shit up, she does. That's very much appreciated. Rena, Rena, Rena. Upon hearing it repeatedly, a thought came to mind. It's rude to say this about someone's name, but it was a weird name. It was like some foreigner's name. What kind of name is Rena, I wonder? What kind of kanji does her name use? Rena is her nickname. She has a proper name as well. What, really? I was sure that Ryugu Rena was her full name. Well, I can understand you making that mistake since we only call her Rena. She even signs her name as Rena. It's like it's her real name in school. I wonder what her real name is. Let's ask her when she comes back. Sadako and Rika-chan looked at each other. You don't need to ask her. We'll tell you what it is. It's the Rei from Ore and the Na from Nara. Her real name is Ryugu Reina. Reina, is it? Huh. So it's read out as Rena instead of Reina? That's a pretty interesting reading. No, that's not it. Reina is the correct way. Rena had told us that she wanted us to call her Reina. God, now I've been saying both of them, it's hard to... So we call her Rena. Kei-chan, Rena is Rena, you know? Only strangers call her Reina. You get where this is going? I understood what Mion was saying. It didn't matter what her real name was. Only what names we used between us. Ryugu Rena is Rena. She's nobody other than that. So, I was thinking, if I had a nickname, would you call me by that? If it's good. So what do you want to be called? Con Man. I don't think that joke translates. Then Rena came back into the classroom. Do not dead name Rena. Do not. Boing.sfx. One of the juniors near the door told Rena people were looking for her. What's this now? Who is looking for me, I wonder? God, this is the slowest burn, and then yeah, it really does. Seeing that, both Mion and I sneered. Bailiff, Ryugu doth show herself. Con man, you're quite sinister. What is this? What is this? Ichi-kun and Michan are evil bailiffs? A con man? Damn you, Ryuku Reninosuke! Today doth be when thou meetest thy maker. Have at thee. Wah! Wah! Suke-san, Kaku-san, show them what for. This has to be a, like, reference to something that is very common knowledge in Japan. Like, it has to be, you know? I say. I expect my fee to be paid to the Swiss bank account. Since it's come to this, we have no choice. We'll just have a grand battle with 5 people. She immediately jumps into the bit. Domestic. Wait, shonen level anime hijinks. Wait, murder. Yep, you just described the 3 things that Higurashi is mostly about. Well, not all of them. There's more things it's about. Rena's fierce punches exploded in the proper timing to take out the seal. The evil that was Mion and myself vanquished in the end. I do hope that Rena does go on a journey to make the world a better place. How about heading to Nagara-cho? My destination is decided by where the cute stuff gathers. The toll of the bell signaled that break time was over. Come on, Keiichi-kun, Mi-chan. The teacher's coming. I took Rena's hand and stood up. It was just as the teacher had entered the classroom. Rena, stand fierce. Just one more hour. Man, oh man. Gotta buckle down for just one more. So, Rena's not her legal name. And she likes to be called Rena. And we are given no explanation as to why. But okay. How was it, Kei-chan? So you went to Renaissance house. Wasn't it amazing? It's nothing like that, right? No, they do. They really commit to the bit. It's so good. Right? Games, I'm so happy. I'm so ready to say crouch forward. And people be like, say crouch medium kick, and I'm gonna be like, no. Unlike my house, the Ryugu residence wasn't newly constructed. It had been renovated from a pre-existing building. Well, the house itself was fine. Game says Daga Kotowaru. The problem was the yard. It was crammed with rows upon rows of oddities. They were all the same as Colonel Sanders. Stuff you'd see while walking around in town. The cake shop's mascot, Lil Licky. I think he's called, like, Peko Peko Pero Pero. They could have left it like that. The Totalmon in front of the pharmacy? What? She even had the amazing flying elephant from the top of the department store. Now you got a light punch. I'll agree with you that those are cute, but why the mailbox? Won't you get in trouble for that one? Oh, it's so cute. She must have just thought about it because her face filled with delight. So it's the bigger the better, just as long as it's big. And her room displays the smaller ones. Proxy's gonna say nice crouching short during casuals and I'm gonna lose my mind. I've already been saying short super. I'm gonna discuss everything in modern notations. Games, I'm gonna... I had a chance to see them before. And cute kids like Rika-chan are locked away in the basement? Yep. I'll keep anything. They really do like to lean into the bit, huh? Oh, cute. So she takes anything she likes back to her nest. We are begging you to deny the allegations, Rena. No ill will intended. Hey, Rena. You know about the Statue of Liberty in New York, right? Is that cute? Yeah, cute. Oh, I want it. The US should probably come up with some countermeasures ASAP. If not, the Statue of Liberty really will take a trip to Hinamizawa in the not-so-distant future. Get yourself the Statue of Liberty. Yeah, Games, this is gonna happen. It's gonna be great. My apologies for keeping you waiting. Rika-chan had returned. No fun being called to the staff room. Did you do something? How rude. Rika isn't a hoodlum like Keiichi-san. Nothing like that, Keiichi-kun. Rika-chan is a member of the festival committee. Festival? The school cultural festival or something? Kei-chan, I already told you. It's the village festival. The Wadaganashi. Oh, come to think of it, she did say there'd be a festival at the shrine during the next break. So what's this Wadaganashi thing about? Is it like a floating lantern festival? I guess the last part where you set things adrift in a river is similar. Except we use cotton things, like old worn-out futons and padded cloaks. It's a festival expressing thanks for their years of service. The people living in Hinamizawa dump their futons and padded cloaks in a stream? Surely this will have no relevance to the plot? Yeah, the Wadaganashi festival is totally not gonna be important in the main overarching story of Higurashi. Totally. It sounds like it'd be a lot of trouble if it backed up the current. Maybe they should just drop some fish in and have a fish wrangling competition. Skewer them and sprinkle a little salt. Oh man, I can smell it already. Keiichi's so dumb. It's just summer camp. I never anticipated how destitute Keiichi-san's imaginative capabilities would be. I mean, I use numpad. If I write it, I'll use numpad notation. Actually, no, I won't. I'll use Street Fighter notation. What? How could you tell I was thinking something silly? It was written all over your face. What sort of face could have expressed what I imagined just now? Reina demonstrated for me. I see. No argument here. It's nothing fun like that, you see. But you should still look forward to it. Let's all go together. I'll come get you that day. I don't really feel like going to festivals unless someone asks me to. I wouldn't get bored if these guys were going. I saw her meter, she RC'd that. You won't get bored. We're doing it again this year. Mion's proclamation came as she looked at each member in turn. What was this all about? From the way Mion looked, it was probably our club's summer tradition, the Wadaganashi 4-demon firefight. That sounds awful. What kind of name is that? I think it's a cute name, though. I tried to object sharply, but since Reina looked happy about it, I decided... Since Rena looked happy about it, I decided it was pointless to fight it. Since Keiichi is here this year, it becomes 5 demons. Rika-chan made a small correction in light of my presence. I feel bad. I actually feel bad about saying Rena's name wrong. So, how does this funky-sounding club activity tie into the festival? Oh! This is where you exhibit the skills you've nurtured through your daily club activities. Exactly. We show the full extent of the abilities that the best of the best have obtained through our daily trials and tribulations. Mion is insane. Love her. But last year the mayor got angry, so we need to make sure not to cause any more problems this time. So basically we're doing club activities while checking out the stalls. Thanks. Thanks, Rika. Rika-chan really is the only one who explains things so that they make sense. I see. So we'll be exhibiting on those busy festival grounds. Rena was right. Of course that would be a reason for the mayor to get angry. But it's lots of fun. That was the only point I did not doubt. It would be, without a doubt, but the day of the festival was drawing near. Well, putting that aside for now, let's start our club activities today. Any objections? Nay. Our voices ring out in unison. When there's lots of people, card games are really the easiest to play. This really is the most basic of table games. Playing with the marked deck again? We'll use a new one today. There are no marks on the cards, so we're on equal footing. I wonder if that really is the case. I will have to inspect them. Well, that was fair. Just to be safe, everyone check the cards. Yes, these seem to be fine. Are you all satisfied? Then today, I guess, we'll play President. That's good for 5 people. Another standard card game. First one to get rid of all their cards wins. The basic rules: play a better card than the one before. You can play straights and pairs. There are various techniques that improve the game, like reversals. But because it's such a well-known game, there are a lot of house rules for it as well. I guess this is War? This sounds like War. The name, for example. In my hometown, we called it Millionaire. I'd like to go over some details. Are the jokers wild? Can you make a reversal with 3 threes? No, this isn't War, yeah, because you can't do pairs. No jokers. 2 is the highest. You can reverse a reversal. You can only make a reversal with a 4 of a kind, not 3. Also, you know how the peasant sends a good card to the president? None of that. While I was confirming the familiar roles, Sadako looked over at me cautiously. I probably should have tried to look like more of an amateur. I was pretty used to this game. They have this game in P5R? Oh, that's really funny. Tycoon! Yeah, they've called it President and Millionaire. Also Tycoon. It's President, and with a new deck. Today, I might be able to win. I had the gist of the rules now. That wasn't everything, was it? So, what shall today's penalty be? About that, why don't we all write something down on slips of paper and have the loser draw one? They are in a games club. Yeah, that is. They are the board game club. Well, no, they're like the game club in general. Yeah, but Mion has a collection of a bunch of Western board games because she's a Western. She's awesome. Oh, that seemed like it could be interesting. Oh, I'll write a nasty one and have Keiichi-san draw it. It would be awful if you wrote a bad one and drew it yourself. Just don't lose. Don't you know best? Mion handed out several slips of paper to everyone. Twilight Imperium Fiend? She might be. Then write down whatever and put it in this bag. When you lose, stick your hand inside and pick one out. Now then, what would be a good penalty? Worst case scenario, you draw what you wrote. Something too intense would be like digging your own grave. No penalty. Let's forbid that kind of idea from being written down. Rika's the best character ever. Mion's vast Warhammer 40k collection? Yo! Rika-chan's casual suggestion caused Mion's hand to lurch to a sudden halt. Ah, that's so sneaky, Mion-san. She wrote no penalty, and the corner of the slip is folded. Oh my god, Mion is... Oh my god. I see. Just in case you lost, you'd grab the note with the folded corner and you'd be safe. That was a good idea. Diabolical as ever, Mion. Rika-chan is quite formidable too, being able to see through that. I couldn't underestimate her even though she doesn't stand out. Everyone, don't write penalties that are too mean, okay? Nobody agreed to Rena's proposal. Everyone was ruthless. It's fine, Rena. Just don't lose. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll try hard so everyone has to pick the penalty I write. Rena was quite brutal even though she usually appeared meek. Better not to underestimate her either. Just don't get hit. Simply don't get hit. Mion gatekeeps for people who aren't willing to learn English and which really good. I agree with that. I'm very curious what Rena's penalty is in particular. Everybody's penalties are scary. I still didn't know what Rika-chan's penalties would be like. Basically, you can't afford to lose this game. Everybody here ready? We all nodded determinedly. Having confirmed that, Mion dealt out the cards. Finally, the battle begins. We get the song? Yes! I had a decent starting hand. Card after card was played in the middle. Not needing Mion to tell them, both Rika-chan and Sadako played their cards without hesitation. Rena and I were the only ones who paused to think. It seemed that Rena genuinely couldn't make up her mind, but I was different. I was like a shark stalking its prey, just waiting for the right time to strike. Huh? Will this work? Then I'll play this 3 and I'm out. 9. Nobody? 8. 7. I'm out. 5 and 5. I'm out. Then I'll discard this last 1 and I'm out. I missed my chance. I can practically hear Arka going donk and Aoko going beam. I do need to learn the name of this song. It's really good. The loser of the first round was, of all people, Mion. And now I was certain. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Sarge. Today, I could win. Now then. Mi-chan, pull out one of the slips, okay? Mion, accepting her defeat, scrounged around inside the bag and pulled out one piece of paper. What? Who did this? Who wrote this? Mion quivered and shrieked. What is it? What is it? Oh. Rena was also surprised when she peeked at it. What kind of terrible thing was written on it? Pet the principal on the head. Hey, wait. How is this bad? Keiichi-san, do you not understand? The principal is balding and ashamed of it. Sadako yelled with a serious look on her face. But she wasn't as loud as Mion's shriek. What could it be? The principal is a martial arts master. He boasts about traveling around the world perfecting his skills when he was younger. He switched to teaching after seeing the poor state of the education in Japan after the war. He was inhuman. Pat that guy's head? As the club president, there's no way I can set a bad example by refusing. I forgot completely about this game. She bellowed out a yell as she dashed off down the hallway. Wouldn't it have been easier to sneak out quietly and try to do it without making a fuss? Probably impossible. They say he used to hunt sea slugs just by sensing their presence. What the fuck are you talking about? I could do nothing but wait with bated breath. A rumble shook the classroom. That's the principal's aerial opener. Fuck! She got launched! Principal did hop kick. Following the launcher with a jab jab strong fierce combo? Wait, no, they're Street Fighter notation, get fucked! Get fucked! It's fucking light punch! He's even using meter! Fuck, dude, fuck off! This is so funny! From how it sounded, the principal's jumping fierce sounds like a multi-hit combo. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Nothing I can do now except stay calm. This dude doing strings! I understood now why there were no delinquents at this school. After a few moments of silence, Mion slumped back to us. Headed. Is that good enough? Mion said before collapsing. She's alive, at least. Now we can continue the game. Monster. I was amazed the person who made club activities like these could say that. But now, the worst penalty is gone now, right? Right? Rena tried to lighten the mood, and was only met with Mion's malicious grin. She was serious now. I'm not holding back anymore. You'll all get yours. The pace of the game became bizarrely quick. I could tell the game had gotten more intense. I wonder whose that was? Yeah, I would like to know. Ace, 3, 4, 5. I'm out. I'm out as well. I'm out too. 3. I am now out. I lost? And the heavens chose to vanquish Rena. What kind of penalty, I wonder? What kind of penalty, I wonder? It wasn't exactly hard for her to be worried. This dude doing strings? Thank you for the clip, Zaz. Actually, I have to see it. Following the launcher with a jab jab strong fierce combo? Fuck. Wait, no, they're Thank you, Zara. Street Fighter notation, get fucked! Get fucked! Oh my god, that's so good. Okay. Just thinking of the level of difficulty of Mion's first penalty still makes me quiver. And so, the penalty she drew with trembling fingers was... The heck was this? No question mark, it's a period. That's really good. Speak like a maid. Huh? What is this? This one, what do I need to do? So basically, it means that you need to use the same expressions as a maid? How? Okay, master. It hit me like a ton of bricks. I had no idea who wrote that penalty, but she was awesome. Then, Rena, can you shuffle the cards and deal? Yes, master. I could just die right now. Anyway, let's continue. Right, Rena? Yes, master. The eagerness to which I was goading Rena into addressing me as master was downright impressive, if I do say so myself. Oh yeah. I won't lose anymore. I'm out. I shan't lose either. I'm out. And with that, I'm out too. I can't believe it! Is it Rena's loss again? Rena again? What kind of penalty would it be this time? I was delighted by the mysterious sense of anticipation. Anticipation? No, this was conviction. That, like, legit reminds me of the JoJo Part 1. This is not a scheme, this is courage. Remove one piece of clothing from the top and bottom halves of your body. That's just indecent. Who could have written this? My face reddened in anger. If I didn't yell something out, I wouldn't be able to hide my shaking. Bro is lying in his internal monologue. Ah, who did write that? God, please give that man a Nobel Prize. That would be an ignoble prize. Not good, not good. What I was thinking about was written on my face. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Spade. How... Ugh. Michan. Rena begged Mion with teary eyes, but everyone knew Mion's answer already. Nope, nope, won't go easy on you. You lost, so take it like a man. Understood, Master. I'll undress. What? I looked around thinking someone else would probably stop her. Of course, I wasn't exactly trying to stop her either. Then I heard the rustling of clothing. The sound of her skirt hitting the ground set my heart racing. I was not looking forward to reading Keiichi's internal monologue during these bits, but... Is this fine, Master? I looked away like a gentleman. But these club activities, you needed to be ruthless after all. Keiichi-san, whatever were you expecting? She had her gym uniform on under it. What a brain genius. Certainly we would not have her strip if she wasn't wearing her PE clothes underneath. Sadako poked fun at me, but right now I can't hear it. Not bad, Kei-chan. This old man never even thought you would go after her like that. Leon, you're insane. I love you. You've got it wrong. I didn't write that one. Master didn't write this one? Her squirming around in her PE clothes made it impossible for me not to feel anything. Oh god, Keiichi. Calm down, my Bara Keiichi. Mion probably wrote that one and planned to go after me as I panicked. You can't fall for her trap knowing it's a trap. Clear your head. Calm down and assess the situation. I was determined to think my way out of this. And the answer was quite simple. I win. And then I became a god. I, who had already entered the domain of godhood. Who would dare stand in my way? It was like they were pulled to me magnetically. I was picking up aces and twos like nobody's business. How could my luck of the draw be so bad? Just become God. Sadako lost, right? I'll draw the penalty. Speak like a little sister? Ugh. Fine. Oni-chan. Ugh. Yes, the pleasure of making this brat disgrace herself. Keiichi! Bro! Ugh. This old man loses again. He's not, like, into Sadako, but him and Sadako are rivals even though she's, like, 8. It's weird. They have a weird relationship. Mion's lost, right? I'll draw it out. Wear a girl's swimsuit. No! That's the one I wanted Kei-chan to get. God. Mion's such a real one. Yes! Mion's despair was like sweet honey. Master, I lost again. Rena lost? I'll draw it for you. Let the person in first place rest their head on your lap. How... in this outfit, Master? Were these games this sexual before Kay showed up? We don't know. That's the thing. Yeah! She's not wearing a skirt, so it's her bare legs. Oh, you want the old sprites? Yeah! Eek! Honey-chan, you're too good. Sadako lost again? I'll draw it. Obey the person in first place. How about I have you give me a shoulder massage? Fine, Oni-chan. Come on, do it a bit harder. Use your nails. I had transformed into an evil dictator and couldn't be doing any better. It felt like I could control how the cards played out with my mind, even decide what suits would appear just by willing it. By the time I realized it, I had already assembled a harem. He was on straight timing. I was laughing haughtily as I rested my head on Rena, who was now a bloomer-clad maid. Sadako was wearing a collar and had taken on little sister properties. Mion was fanning me while wearing a school swimsuit. This is probably the most uncomfortable scene in all of Higurashi, but today's Master's overwhelming victory, isn't it? The sprites help. Please remain refrain from moving your head around so much. I began to think. Why does man have no end to his desires? So real. She has the AI hands. How could I wish for more than this palace of dreams? Oh my god, original Rika-chan sprite. It's perfect. What is it, Keiichi? I'm saddened by the thought of a man having no end to his desires. That was it. Rika-chan hadn't been in first, but she continued to escape being in last. Keiichi is quite greedy. It's said you should know when enough is enough. I know that very well. But how to say it? I feel like I wouldn't mind if I died now. Master, please refrain from moving your head around. You say you wouldn't mind dying. Then that can be arranged. Rika-chan said it in her usual calm manner with a cheery tone. This was undoubtedly a declaration of war. The Mion sprite in the swimsuit! Don't say that, we're still in a horror anime. Oh, Rika-chan, go! Take him out! Defeat this archdevil of perversion! I might not be able to win, but I'll beat him. Such stoicism from this little girl who's already hidden away in Sadako's shadow. It would probably be rude not to meet her head-on. I shall face you myself, little one. I saw Mion swap a few cards with Rika-chan in the middle of the game, but pretended I didn't see it. Do you believe you could defeat Keiichi-sama with just that? Okay, Keiichi casting himself as the villain, it's a skeevy scene for sure, but Keiichi casting himself as the villain does keep it pretty funny. 2. Ace, ace, ace. 8, 8, 8, 8. Reversal. Everybody looked over at me. I was still brimming with confidence. The four of them have allied against me? That's it? You're making me laugh. That was good. Reversal, reversal. What? How could such a thing be? Sadako let out a shriek. You simpletons. Using up all her cards before calling the reversal left Rika-chan with no good cards. She was defeated soon after. I lost. Finally, you fall into my clutches. Now I'll pick one out. What? Wear cat ears, a bell collar, and a tail. Even the penalties were as I wished. There's so many penalties, didn't they all just write one? Rika-chan hung her head and equipped the 3 holy artifacts. It's questionable as to why such things were in Neon's locker, but since I had no objections, I didn't ask. Neon had all these things. This was so... How... I forgot about Keiichi making the cute noise. It felt like I had become Rena. This was definitely cute. Cute, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, I want to take her home. That wasn't me talking, that was the actual Rena. Meow. As Rika-chan mimicked a cat, teary-eyed, rings of smoke escaped from Rena's ears with an audible poof. Rika-chan must taking her home. Just for a while. I won't do anything strange. Nothing strange. Rena. I see. I still have one trick left. Mion gasped and dropped her fist into her open palm. If Rena must, she can take me home. After Rena-san beats Keiichi-san, she can. They thought that Rena in cute mode would be able to defeat me. Would it be that easy? Opposing me was the same as opposing God. I'd teach them their place. How preposterous. That Rena can't defeat me. For a moment, I didn't know what was going on. The 52 cards danced and flowed freely between Rena's hands like the machinations of a master magician. That's right! In the middle of those flowing cards was Rena's ecstatic expression, her head bobbing around. Shall we, Keiichi-kun? Hurry, hurry! My whole body knew it already. I was going to lose. No play? Nothing to play, Kei-chan? Then with this, I'm out. Everyone cheered. I was spent. I've got no regrets. God, thank you for letting me dream a little. Now then, I'll take one out. Keiichi-san's penalty. This is it. Everybody peeked at it in unison. Oh, I remember what it is now. It's good. Gazes flicking between the text and my face. All day today I did as I pleased. I'll do whatever it is. What's on there? All. Huh? Every penalty up until now. What the heck? Keiichi-san, should you not be speaking like a little brother? Yes, One-chan. Ugh. Oh, this is quite addicting. Next, I'll have you rub my shoulders. Keiichi-kun, I don't need the lap pillow, so do that other one, okay? Yes, master. Oh, Keiichi-kun, that's so cute. Say it again, say it again. Ew, please spare me, master. Rena passed out with a squeal, blood spewing from her nose like a fountain. My dignity was being trampled more than a communal doormat. Next is from this old man. I'm going to have you fan me for a good long while, you know? Oh, almost forgot. You need to wear this, don't you? The school swimsuit. Huh? This is for girls? Can I wear the one for boys? It was clearly written here, wear a girl's school swimsuit, as you can see. Sadako was like a loan shark. Actually, me trying to escape reality as fast as humanly possible was pretty adorable if I did say so myself. But yeah, they forced on Koichi. Whose school swimsuit am I gonna wear? If I were wearing one of yours, you wouldn't like it, right? This old man doesn't care about that kind of stuff at all. God, I love you, Mion. Think of it as a little benefit. I'm not that in shape, so I think even Kate-chan can fit into it. The executioners surrounded me, wagging their fingers. No! My first thought, it's tight around the waist. Second thought, the chest area was pretty loose. Third thought, the crotch area was... oh. Keiichi-kun is bending forward. Cute, cute. You'll be ready after you wear the cat ears, bell, and tail. Hey, Chan, wanna look in the mirror? It's amazing, really. It's probably best if you look. The stern, scientific, calculating nature, mixed in with her fascination, made Mion very scary. Hey, Kei-chan. Good boy. I would like to respectfully decline, Master. Your ensemble is complete. If only we could send you home dressed like that. And is this enough? I'll change and... While I was saying that, Mion placed her hands on my shoulders and Rika-chan slipped up behind me without a sound. Not yet, Keiichi. There's still the first penalty left. In this getup? Rika-chan patted my head without saying a word. Oh, the principal! Sir, excuse me. Yes, please come in. I stepped forward into the principal's office. My bell collar jingled adorably. The principal froze solid with a smile on his face as he saw me. I couldn't blame him. In this sacred place of study, specifically in his office. Though I said excuse me as I entered, the sight of a person entering with a school swimsuit, cat ears, a collar, and a tail, and for it to be a young male student. Without a doubt, any normal person's psyche would have stopped cold. But this could be explained. We'll call it uncanny valley camouflage, if you will. When humans see others, they can only begin to act after confirming this is human. Meaning that if he could not comprehend what was in front of him, then in those moments before he could begin to fully process the situation, his mind was completely blank. That was my one and only chance for victory. You want to help with the computer science entrance exam? My penalty. Rubbing the principal's head. Principal, I challenge you. I heard what sounded like a zuzzing 3 times. His 3-gauge super, he's about to get level 3'd. Help. The principal said one thing to me. What does it mean to be a man? Mirana, hi. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the 6 months. Hey, it's good to see you. Hi, hi, hi. Whose level 3 does the principal have? Maybe we'll find out. That's his super flash? Oh my god, it's his super flash. What does it mean to be a man? And in a heartbeat. Luke's Valdo super. That tremor resounded through the Hinamizawa twilight. He died. Higurashi, when they cry. It's Dudley's Ultra 2, it's Rolling Thunder. Bro! That scene went from check minus to check plus, I'm gonna be honest with you. You won't hear the full 10 count. Rena was given permission to caress Rika-chan's head as much as she wanted, so they headed home together, very pleased. Once again today, it was just Mion and I going home. Okay, we're switching the sprites back. We're switching them back now. There we go. Okay, there's a human. Tifa super. Keiichi did, he really got pasted. Man, that was intense. I didn't know Kei-chan was so good at President. No, I was more surprised than anyone. If I was playing with guys, I wouldn't have been that strong. But still, it was pretty bad. Being carried off on a stretcher in that outfit will probably haunt me until the day I die. But that's fine, isn't it? You were able to do something to boast about for the ages, too. Thanks for the assist in that scene, old school sprites, truly. Nobody ready for the hit scan? Oh, he actually got sent to the hospital? Oh. Well, when she says it like that, we both smiled at each other. Oh shit, Tomitake jump scare. Oh, we meet again, Keiichi-kun. It was Tomitake-san. It felt like I'd been running into him quite often. Hey. Man-whore jump scare, truly. Hey, take any good pictures? Well, a few. So, Tomitake-san suddenly leaned over and whispered into my ear. You sure get around. Today you already have a different girl? Oh, freestyling. It's not like that. No need to hide it. It's important to get lots of experience when you're young. Man-whore Tomitake. Because Tomitake-san let out such a crude laugh, Mion knew what we were talking about without even hearing his whispering. I've heard through the grapevine that Mr. Tomitake is quite the catch himself, Huh. No, that wasn't my intention. Sure. Keep up the good work and take plenty of pictures. Just in case, I don't know when this scene ends, but for anyone who has not seen original Tomitake, you need to... Look at this! Look at this! Look at Tomitake's yellow camera! His tits! Guile? Butch? Oh my god, he does kind of look very much like a lesbian in his old sprite. Okay, well let's just... See ya! Mion seemed to really want to get rid of this lout quickly. From the way she spoke, it almost seemed as if Mion knew Tomitake-san quite well. How's the year treating you, mister? Staying until the Waraganashi? Yep, I plan to. After photographing the festival, I plan on heading back to Tokyo. Being a photographer sure is easy. Be sure to win some big awards and become famous. Would you glorp old Tomitake or just new Tomitake? I think I could probably glorp the old one. I wouldn't be as excited about it. You spent all your best years on photography after all. Mion is so brutal. I don't think I'm that far gone. Don't they say men start developing their own unique flavor in their 30s? What does it matter what you taste like? That's so gross. Oh, look at the time. I need to get back to the inn before it gets dark. Tomitake-san began to take his leave with a dry laugh. It did look like he was outmatched by Mion. Now then, I'll see you both at the festival. And then he disappeared. After waving a hand cheerfully, Tomitake-san disappeared amidst the cries of the Higurashi. The way he's going, he probably won't ever get famous. I had him promise he'd display a picture of me if he ever opened up a gallery, but I don't think that'll ever happen. So you know Tomitake-san? Yeah, he's an acquaintance of sorts. But you know how easy it is to tell who's an outsider. It sounded like you meet him all the time. Tomitake-san comes around to Hinamizawa regularly. Maybe 2-3 times a year. He says he's taking pictures of the seasonal scenery and wild birds. Well, those photos are really nothing to phone home about. The image Mion painted of Tomitake-san was fairly unique. The Tomitake-san I knew was more mysterious. The words flowed naturally from my mouth. I wonder if he's really here to take pictures of birds. Mion stared blankly at me as if to ask, why do you say that? It just seems he's here for something other than taking pictures, I think. Don't you get that feeling? Like about that incident, the dismemberment. Oh, you too? If so, you've got good instincts, Kei-chan. She agreed with what I thought, but was quite chipper in how she said it. You knew about it then, Mion? Of course. He might be able to pull one over on everyone else, but he can't fool this old man. Mion was posturing pretentiously, but I had easily come to a very different conclusion from what she was imagining. It felt like all apprehensions I had about Tomitake-san disappeared, lifting a burden off my shoulders. I was finally able to appreciate how clear the evening sky was over Hinamizawa. I exhaled everything in my lungs and inhaled just as much. It smelled like dusk. What is it, Kei-chan? It's just that I never thought the cries of the Higurashi could feel this good. What's gotten into you all of a sudden, Kei-chan? We both continued to giggle, not knowing why. I wonder what Rena is doing. I bet she's getting her fill of Rika-chan by now. He's probably in the middle of asking her over so she can treat her to dinner. It'd be great if she's able to take her home. I wonder. Rika-chan is pretty good at that stuff. Yeah, I feel the same. That head-petting penalty was probably from Rika-chan. Think the principal knows the raging demon? He probably... yeah. He probably does. I also thought the principal penalty was from Rika. I thought so too. The only one who could get away with patting his head is Rika-chan, after all. Just pointless chit-chat. A hot day felt like it was being cooled down by the cries of the Higurashi. This moment is just Keiichi being like, man, I love Hinamizawa. It's great here. It's so good here. Higurashi, when they cry. Who do you think taught Akuma? It's the principal. You've received new tips. Community notice. Well, here's this music. Y'all ready to read this community notice real quick? I wonder what it could be about. Who do you think got your raging demon, Mr. Principal? We're greeting the end of rainy season sooner than in prior years. On this day, when it feels like summer will soon arrive, I'm pleased that everyone is in good health. The season for this Wataganashi is finally upon us. I believe the assistance of the town council will make this a wonderful festival. I also wish to ask for the assistance of everyone in regards to a few things. Collecting bazaar goods. We look forward to a well-received Hinamizawa Grand Bazaar exhibition. Holding a massive collection of excess goods and used clothing. No raw goods, please. Management. Makino. Recruiting Lil Festival drum dancers. The renowned Lil Festival drum dancers group, known for its careful choreography, the Shofu Society, is taking last-minute participants. I mean, this seems like a fine community notice, honestly. We're looking for any Showboat elementary and middle schoolers. Management, Kimiyoshi. 3. Taking donations. We are accepting donations in multiples of 1,000 yen. For every 1,000 yen donation, you will be rewarded with a refreshment stand ticket. Management, Sonozaki. We are already taking suggestions for ways to improve the festival at all times. If you have an interesting idea, call Kimiyoshi at phone number. There is a 200 yen refreshment stand ticket attached below the cut line. So that gave us actually very little, except for the fact that Mion's family is involved in planning the festival. Which probably doesn't mean anything at all. Like, not a damn thing, I'm sure. A few days had passed since the incident. Damn, how am I supposed to sell this raw copper now? During that time, either Mion was busy or Rika-chan had to help with festival preparations, so we couldn't get everybody together for club activities. Even though I would never want to participate again after the years it shaved off my life each time, not having it only made my heart grow fonder. I really am not honest with myself. Today we finally had our club activities again. These weren't the same old club activities. It was called the Wataganashi 5 Demon Firefight, and it was one of the biggest events in the club. Keiichi, does this yukata still fit you? Can you try it on for a second? Mom pulled out an old dusty yukata. I don't need a yukata. Those are embarrassing, so I'll just go in my normal clothes. Oh my goodness! Hey Lilybat, thank you for the raid! What's up, bitch? We got to the Naoto part? Nice. We talked about gender? Oh my god. Please follow Lily. She's great. Good friend of mine, great streamer. Silly little bat, etc. I turned everyone trans. Hi, honey. Even Joey. We got him. Aw. Rana, okay. I hope you have a tolerable time at work. Lily, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Hey, hi, hello, everyone. Oh my god, the ASMR mode! I feel like I should have turned it off for the stream! Y'all did just miss Maibara Keiichi get force femmed. Comment that welcome. I need to set a timer. I need to set a 5-minute timer. Hey, what the fuck is this music? It's Higurashi music. Raiders, welcome. I'm Proxy Askew. I'm an alien. I'm a VTuber. I play a lot of RPGs and visual novels and, you know, that kind of stuff. We're doing Higurashi. I decided to finally stream the most stream poison thing I could think of. And, play a really weird, really long, but really good visual novel. And if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go into ASMR mode for the next 5 minutes. We're still in chapter 1. So, you know, well, we're in like chapter 5 of book 1. But if you're a Higurashi fan, if you're a visual novel fan, really going, my stream is just too popular, I gotta murder it in its sleep. You know, when people like me start to get successful, we make decisions. Games. No, I don't need a yukata. Those are embarrassing, so I'll just go in my normal clothes. But this is a festival. Wear it, okay? Rena and the others said regular clothes are just fine. If I was the only one wearing a yukata, I'd be more embarrassed. Put on the same old vest as usual. Be going with Rena and the others. You don't need to worry about me. Thought so? I'll be going with Dad when he wakes up. Dad let out a loud snore from the sofa. From how it looks, he must have pulled an all-nighter last night. He just finished sending in his manuscript, so we might not wake up for a while. It seems my dad writes for art magazines, too. Never read it, though. I wonder if my dad is a really famous artist. Since his own son is saying something like that, I can't imagine he's selling all that well. He's able to feed a family of 3. Life isn't exactly full of hardships. It could be that he's some master painter. Didn't know about it. Eiichi-kun, are you home? Uh-oh, it was already time. I didn't want them coming here, so I was planning on leaving early and waiting outside. Oh my, it's Reina-chan. Thank you for always looking after Keiichi. Ma'am, he's also been looking out for... Why are you blushing just from meeting my mom? Get all flustered. He doesn't... Let's go, Rena. Since Rena would continue to space out if I left her here, I grabbed her hand and dragged her out. Thank you for that. Rena-chan, look after Keiichi for me. Oh, yes, ma'am. Even if it means I must sacrifice myself. Why don't you do it right now? Keiichi, that's so mean. Thank you for the posture check, game. She waved back even as I was dragging her away. Okay, hey-chan. You hungry today? Welcome back, Lilybat. I'll take care of that at these stalls. Thought I'd let myself get full knowing the club activities will involve stalls. Wouldn't have it any other way. Where are Rika-chan and Sadako? They're already at the dinner. Rika-chan's a festival committee member after all. Sadako-chan is probably with her as we speak. I see. Alright. Let's make some noise today. Yeah. Having to ASMR at groupie Wow, I can't believe you're playing with the art that isn't complete, dog. We've switched between the two. We were already in high spirits with just the 3 of us there. Thank you, Moated Joey. It was way more lively at the Furude Shrine than the last time I came, far exceeding my expectations. Wrong Throngs of people were crammed between rows of market stalls lined with colorful paper light. Despite that, it was actually quite enjoyable. There sure are lots of people here. I'm okay with Ryukishi crying. He can cry for me if he wants to. I can't believe they all live in Inazawa. Everybody attends the Watakanashi. I think about half the village is here. That's not everybody then, is it? It's not just that. Municipal and youth councils from neighboring towns and villages advertise this event as well. It probably would for next time, but ASMR mode is over. That's an experimental one. It's fun. It's a fun one to do. But I do need to get my setup a little more ASMR-y for it, I think. Looks at channel points, but is it really over? There's a cooldown on it. That's right. There aren't that many students at our school. There's a lot of kids here today. It just doesn't feel like a festival unless there are kids running around after all. It's true, I agree. Hello and good evening. These two knew everybody we came across. Of course I greeted them as well, but I still wasn't familiar with everybody yet. Oh, Rena-chan. Thanks for the food you brought me a while back. My son loved it. He said it was delicious. It was nothing at all. I'm glad he liked it. Say hello to Kazuma-kun for me, please. Hey! If it isn't Sonozaki Ojo-chan. I'm in charge of a stand again this year, so make sure you come visit. Pops, have you gotten fatter? You'll end up having a heart attack with a gut like that. Oh, this kid here is new. Are you one of our underclassmen? He's one of my members. An upcoming hopeful. If you cross him, he could crush your stand in one night. Wonder what her stand would do. Hey, Games. Good boy. That's so funny, you got one. You got it anyway. That's so incredible. You got an accidental good boy. You've got little Missy's seal of approval, I see. Hope you take it easy on me. As you could imagine, Mion was chatting away with the old guys running the stalls. I mean, Mion does call herself an old man. It's very interesting. She seems to be able to handle navigating, talking with adults very easily. I say as if I don't already know everything, but like it's nice to say the stuff I would be theorizing about if I didn't know it already. It is super weird to see real people. Mi-chan is really energetic after all. She's really popular with the older men. I think Rena's pretty popular too. Being cute and all. That was, of course, so long as her little condition didn't flare up. But as long as she's blushing quietly, she's pretty cute. Keiichi. Bro. I'm popular with some people? Really? Really? With some people. I evaded giving her a straight answer by roughly tussling my hair. God, I want to punch Keiichi in the face. The stall keepers came all the way from town. It's not really a festival without them, after all. So, we're gonna mess with them now? I don't care what kind of match it is, I'm gonna win it. Oh, yes. I'll try too. They're just real-ass people! Hey, you're all very late. It's unacceptable to keep a lady waiting, Keiichi-san. Oh, my bad. But where is this lady I've kept waiting? Alright, that was pretty good. What did you say? Great! Sadako was in top form as well. Seemed she was excited about being able to get everybody in the club together for the first time in a while. Wow, Rika-chan. Cute. Rena let out an elated sigh. It seemed that the real lady had made her appearance. Good evening, everyone. Wow, she does look very cute. Hold on. Where's Hanyu? Shut up! You're not supposed to know about Hanyu! You could say that name. That name is not a spoiler. She's not in it yet. I'm banging my fists on the table. Hold on. We gotta look at original Shrine Maiden Rika. Good evening, everyone. Perfect. 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 It's perfect, huh? This is a game that was sold. It was sold like this. Anyway, updated. That looks a little better. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to Keiichi as well. Whoa, looking good. You're looking sharp again this year. Cute. I'm gonna take you home. Rika-chan was wearing a Shrine Maiden outfit. Yep. Rena's little outburst was completely understandable. Rika-chan's clothes sure do look like the real deal. Is that a real Shrine Maiden outfit? My grandmother made them by hand. They're quite authentic. Rika-chan has an important task to do at the end of the festival, so she's wearing this. I see. Rika-chan was on the executive committee because she performed all the Shrine Maiden rituals for the festival. My work is only during the finale of the festival, so I can still play for a while. But we cannot afford to waste any time. Let us begin. Alright. Yeah? Is that how you want me to read that? Oh! The theme of gaming has returned! It felt good to wander around the festival with just the 5 of us. Mion called everyone over to a stand that caught her attention and proposed a rather odd competition. The music that plays when I jerk off, so true. It's Dread of the Grave for me, but... Takoyaki eating race. Everyone has to buy their own. Ready? Go! Oh shit, it is 5 AM. Good night, everyone. Good night, Spain. A standard in vendor stalls. The takoyaki stand. What was especially standard for these kind of events was the fact that they were simply balls of dough. Takoyaki in name only. It burns! Are you okay, Keiichi-kun? Have some water. My. Eating those scalding takoyaki whole is suicide. I guess the trick is to buy the ready-made ones that have been left there for a while. They really don't taste good. The stall next to it was a shaved ice stand. It was still a bit too early in the season for that, but right then it didn't matter. Let's do shaved ice this time. It's a shaved ice eating race. Ready? Go! Shaved ice eating race. I can't... As long as you can melt it a bit with your body heat, then... It's so cold! Not smart. This old man ordered it with plenty of syrup. It'll melt quickly when it's mixed up. Your body heat? You know, you just wrap your arms around the shaved ice. Those stooges were too late. The moment they chose to tackle it head-on was their downfall. Ew. Finished! Kei-chan is done? That was too fast. It couldn't be. Keiichi-kun, you didn't add water from the goldfish tank behind you, did you? That can't taste very good. It's very clever. Next to that was another old favorite, the cotton candy stand. Why don't we do this one next? Of course, it's a speed eating contest. Hey, how do you eat cotton candy quickly? Ow. Why does Rena seem like she's about to burst into tears over the prospect of eating food in this scene? Bro's thinking I'm 10,000 IQ as he eats fish urine? Truly! At Sadako's mark, Mion, Sadako, and I all compressed the cotton candy with our bare hands. The time it took to stick the whole thing in our mouths? 3 seconds. I expected Sadako to figure it out, but I didn't think Kei-chan would too. I can't have you treating me like a newbie forever, can I? It won't taste very good. Rika had also crushed it between her hands and stuck it into her mouth. This is probably the only place in Japan where people eat cotton candy like this. I think only Rena's cotton candy was happy with how it was eaten. But it felt like we'd end up doing stuff like eat noodles through the nose contest or human water pump at the goldfish scoop at the rate we were going. Aho out of context joined in. Welcome, Johnny Moon. This old man will probably still win, too. Oh, Johnny Moon, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I am simply no match for Mion-san when it comes to eating repulsive things. Yeah, seriously. What's up with you guys? Are you telling me you don't want to have a blue Hawaii-topped yakisoba eating concept? Shake. Both Sadako and I shook our heads in unison. Can we have a game that doesn't involve food this time? Can we? Rena's proposal was a godsend. It was about time we played a different kind of game. It also seemed like neither Rena nor Rika-chan were any good at speed eating or gorging themselves. Okay, Rena. I'll let you pick out the next game. Anything is fine. Well then. I'm going to be the judge. Find cute things on the festival grounds. You only have 1 minute. Fine by me. I know exactly what Rena likes. Alright. I think I can win with that. Ready? Go. Huh? Why aren't Keiichi-kun and Rika-chan starting? Why not? Mion and Sadako dashed off madly, but Rika-chan and I calmly stayed right where we were. Could it be you've already found it? The cute thing? We've already found it. Keiichi too? Yeah. What is it? I can't wait. The anime OP is really good. The original and the Sotsu opening. Or the Go opening. Remember the PSP DBZ Budokai Tenkaichi-esque game? Oh, the fucking... Yeah, I was talking about it. I referred to it as like the... It was like Virtual On. That game is insane that it exists. Both Rika-chan and I stood motionless for those few moments before Mion and Sadako returned. Hey, Iris. Good girl. This is probably the first time we've gone head-to-head like this. It will be the first. Rika-chan, you expect to win with that, huh? I am a member of this club as well. Win by any means is our society's third rule. Rika-chan sneered to the best of her ability. You're on. Both Mion and Sadako came back, each with their own plan of attack stuffed in their arms. Okay then, let's go in order. Let's start with the club president, Mi-chan. Too bad, you guys. I'm ending this now. This old man brought you this! Where did she get those? They were old tin diamond-shaped signs. Pleb curry, snake coil incense, and ornament C. How about this? Why was there a gunshot? That was her slamming the the signs into the ground. It's very understated. A little too understated, Neon. I used to see this stuck up on barbed wire fences. They were more nostalgic than cute. Can you explain what part of that is cute? But there were puffs of smoke noisily shooting out of Rena's ears and nose, almost like a steam train. Isn't that what the wise men brought Jesus? Iris. I didn't get it. She's like, oh, old rusty signs, cute. I shall be up next. This is it. It was the hand-drawn poster from the Ladies' Society roasted corn stall. It was a really bad sketch done by a housewife. An anthropomorphic roasted corn drawn without any sort of real plan. Its very existence invited a sense of sorrow to the viewer. Wait! That was the sound of blood jetting out of Reina's nose. It seemed to have been rated higher than Neon's. I really didn't get it. It feels like your artist's sense is a little avant-garde by about 5 eons. You're just tearing into this poor housewife. No mercy. Those were nothing but mass-produced signs after all. They had no chance against something hand-drawn. I couldn't even begin to follow the way those guys were thinking. Then I will be next. Next is Rika-chan, is it? What can you even do without anything? Did you and Sadako both forget? If Rika-chan felt like it, she could simply... After moving back about 10 yards, she began waddling up to Reina. Seeing that, both Mion and Sadako gasped. Oh no! Too late. Rika-chan tripped over nothing and lay motionless after falling down. Rena hurried over to her. Rika-chan, are you alright? Alright? Rika-chan had a lump on her forehead and tears welled up in her eyes. Only her fingers peeked out from her sleeves. This was the vital part. The palms of her hand were covered by her sleeves. She made just a single sound. Mew. Oh, cute, cute. Gonna take you home. I'd completely forgotten that. The play that I had personally used. Rena's face went completely red, her head bobbing back and forth with excitement. She embraced Rika-chan and began rubbing her cheek against her. I'd expect no less from her. Not a single element was overlooked. Not gonna say this. I'm not gonna say this. H-chan has a pretty weird definition of art. I'll just pretend the sharp sting of those words cutting through me was like a razor was a figment of my imagination. Rika-chan turned her gaze to me with a daunting smile as she was caressed by Rena, who was in full cute mode. Now, Eiichi, can you beat me? That cold smile is frightening, Rika-chan. It must just be my imagination, but I see a demon inside her sometimes. Yeah, 2000s anime stuff was some shit. This game doesn't cross any, like, big lines in terms of that, but it sure tiptoes around it a couple times, and I'm just like, Kei-chan seems to have his own plan of attack. I wonder what he's going to show her. I also wish to observe the play Keiichi-san will make. Could it be? Is Keiichi also going to give a performance? I basked in their pointed stares. I pulled Rena, who gave no sign of canceling out of cute mode, away from Rika-chan. Oh, cute thing, cute thing. Keiichi-kun, let go. I'll show you something even cuter, so just hold on for now. I have to do something real quick. Okay, that's better. I haven't streamed this song in a while. Huh? Oh, something even cuter? Oh, thank you for the posture check. But it's too crowded here. Let's go back there. Rena looked very surprised as I pulled her behind the shrine. Keiichi? Bro? I cannot fathom what Keiichi-san could possibly be planning. Thank you for the posture check and the hydrate, Sarge. I will do so. This is Kei-chan after all. No, it couldn't be. Nipa! Fight on! I don't like the way they translated that. I'm saying it the original way every time it shows up. After a bit, I returned. And a bit after that, so did Rena, dragging her feet. There's no way that scoundrel Kei-chan did something to innocent little Rena. Mion and Sadako passed by me, heading straight to Rena. What exactly did he do to you? For a moment, Rena was too dazed to realize someone was talking to her. Oh, it's me-chan. Oh. Rena, are you alright? Did Kei-chan do anything to you? No, he didn't do anything strange to me. Oh. This is quite severe. Exactly what did Keiichi-san show you? It was so cute. How cute. What did he show you, Rena? Rena let out a really long howl. I genuinely forget what this is. Her eyes sparkled as she spoke. Cute. So cute. It was Keiichi-kun's furry little seal. In the blink of an eye, Mion and Sadako's elbows smashed into my face. Huh? Huh? What? What? Showing Rena something so dirty? We're supposed to think it's his cock, but, like, he probably actually had a, like, little toy furry little seal. You sick pervert. I shall have you beaten into oblivion. Wait, you got it all wrong. A dark, billowing aura flowed from Mion and Sadako. It was no good. They're gonna kill me. Mi-chan, I'm not sure what's going on, but you've got it all wrong. You see, Keiichi-kun had... It's a fur seal keychain. Rika-chan stuck her hand into my pocket and pulled out my keychain. Huh? He said he made it long ago for one of his summer school assignments. He says he doesn't show it often because it's embarrassing. Yeah, so small and cute. He tried his best to make it. It's so wonderful. So, this is the Wataganashi Festival, and the thing that we were doing was... They're the game club, right? They just play games. And at the festival every year, they try to just make up games to play at the festival. And this one was try to bring Rena the cutest thing you can find. Oh! This old man thought you meant it was Keiichi's cute little fur seal. I'd expect no less from Mion-san. You misconstrue things in the wildest ways. They slung insults at each other and looked like they were ready to tear each other apart at any second. I beg of you, if I'm in the clear, would you mind getting off of me? We were interrupted by the flash of a camera. Every time Tomoetake shows up, this man gives me such bad vibes. Like, I see it, and I'm also really wondering how heavy his cock is. Oh, why is he bulky like that? Oh, he's just a photographer. I don't know what you're worried about. But would you like to see what he looked like originally? Well, too bad, because you have to. Bear witness. His yellow camera. Me when I take photos of people without their consent, just this picture. Ryushiki straight up doesn't know how to draw. No! He don't! Anyway, look at this dude! Hey guys, you seem to be energetic as usual. It was Tomoetake-san. As I lay crumpled on the ground, Mion and Sadako continued to bicker above me. Rika-chan was patting me on the head and Reina was still in cute mode. It was probably quite a lively scene. It's a fine evening indeed, although it's rather poor etiquette to photograph a lady without her permission. That's right. At least you don't really need Sadako's permission. Sadako dug her heel into me. Good evening. You're heading back tomorrow, aren't you? Were you able to take lots of good photos? Thanks to you. I got plenty of good shots. Tonight's the last we can see old Tomoetake-sama, isn't it? It's such a shame. Hurry up and have your major breakout soon. Just as rude as ever, aren't you? I really am sad I won't be able to hear that voice of yours for almost half a year. Be sure to have as much fun as you can tonight. You'll be back in Tokyo tomorrow, after all. That's true. It will be another 6 months, till I can enjoy another night where I can see the stars. Tomoetake-san looked up at the night sky cheerfully. At that moment, even though he was smiling, I sensed a bit of sadness. Why don't you move here, Tomoetake-san? In Hinamizawa. Tomoetake-san was speechless. It's not very convenient here. No shops, recreational spots. There might not be anything really here, but, you know... Everyone knew what I was trying to say. Tomoetake-san was also well aware. So Rena, Mion, Sadako, and Rika-chan, none of them butted in. I've only been here for less than a month, so I don't really know everything about it. Normally I'm a really talkative guy, but in situations like this I'm at a loss for words. Even though this was all happening in such a boisterous setting, it felt like all the background noise was fading into the distance. This place is probably... Tomoetake-san rested his hand on me gently, silencing me. Thank you, Keiichi-kun. Mion-chan and Rena-chan, Sadako-chan and Rika-chan. Tomoetake-san's smile was so slight it looked as if it was going to crumble at any minute, but it was warm. I also think it would be great if I could live here. Those might have been cruel words coming from a kid who didn't need to worry about working to feed himself. A hand touched my back. It was Rena. Keiichi-kun, you shouldn't pick on adults. It's not nice. The background clamor of the festival returned. We won't be seeing him for a while, after all. We need to make sure Tomoetake-san also enjoys tonight. When Rena smiled, the mood instantly got brighter. That's true. I think I'll do just that. there's obviously, like... I think you're supposed to be very confused about what Tomitake's role is in everything. But he seems like a sad, sad man. And that inherently makes me want to know how heavy his balls are. It's just like a thing that happens when a guy is sad. I'm like, oh, okay. That's pretty hot of you. Ah. Hey, Michan. How about it? Can we let Tomitake-san in our club activities? It's a great idea. Or so I thought, but Mion had a snobbish look on her face. One of the requirements for membership is residence in Hinamizawa, you see. Come on, Michan. Just for today, don't be mean. Excuse me while I stop taking away antidepressants. Look, it's not the only way, it's just a shortcut. Well, he does come around often every year. I'll make him an honorary citizen. Oh, yay! Now then, I wonder if this aged fellow, well past his prime, will be a match for me. Let's have him show us the wisdom of a mature adult. They're so mean to him! They're just like, bro, he's old! Can you keep up with us youngins? Tomitake-san stepped back slightly at our audacious grins. I, Sonozaki Mion, club president, do hereby authorize honorary citizen Tomitake's entry into our club. Her words were quickly drowned out by our cheers. What do you mean by club? What our club does, you see. In order to cope with our complicated society, we perform various activities with various rules. Sometimes they are in your favor, and sometimes they work against you. I actually love the way Mion describes playing games with this paragraph. I'm pretty weak, so I'd prefer you not single me out. Let's try to get along. Did they say the same... This is the same speech they gave Keiichi. If you wish to mock our childish games, then this will be the perfect opportunity. We'll leave you with nothing. We won't even leave the hairs on your butt. So, it's a club where we play games together. Of course, Rika-chan was the only one to give an answer that made sense. Alright, just what I wanted. I'll take you up on that challenge. Don't be too rough on me, my mentors. Tomitake-san got riled up and did a victory pose like he was 10 years younger. That's perfect. It's a practice script. No, clearly. We continued walking through the festival with Mion in the front. Now we look like a family of 6. It had some intensity to it. Same rules as always. The loser will, of course, be subject to a penalty. Tomitake-san was a bit surprised, but to us it was just the same as always. Regardless of how terrible a penalty it was. Just don't lose! Rena was also brimming with determination. I love that that's a reoccurring thing. It doesn't matter how bad the penalty is going to be, just don't lose. Simply don't get hit. She didn't have any intention of losing. That's true. I tousled Rena's hair to lighten the mood. She giggled to hide her embarrassment. She's got her big white hat on. How'd you do that? More people means it's easier not to be in last. So true. I see. This is what it means to feel like a kid again. Tomitake-san whispered that to nobody in particular. At that moment, we heard an old man call out in a strong voice. Looking over, I realized it was the man Mion had greeted right before the festival. You're here. Little Miss Sonozaki. Seems you brought quite the crowd. We came to eradicate your entire stall. His stall was a shooting gallery. It was the usual setup where you had to knock down the prize you wanted with a cork gun. That's what she meant. Why does she talk the way she does? I love her. The rules are simple. 3 shots. The winner is whoever gets the biggest prize. Everybody shouted their agreement. There was no need to consider how to win, since the condition for victory was simple size. The biggest prize at the stall. It went without question. It was that one, wasn't it? Whoa, a teddy bear. Cute. Rena was gazing longingly at a large stuffed animal. It was intentionally placed on an unsteady platform, so it was possible to get it if you hit the right spot. It's magnificently set up to make someone think that. Not bad, Keiichi-san. I figured you would see through this scam instantly. The most logical course of action would be to aim for some candy or a doll. The intent analysis had already begun. In this club, you'll get eaten alive if you don't come prepared. Everything hinges on what plan you can come up with before the main event. At some point, a large crowd had gathered around us, making a big fuss. It's like, the game club just acts like they're the main characters of reality, but then, like, reality seems to reinforce that. There was this much of a following for our club's infamous event? Knocking that bear down ensures a win. Only 3 shots. You use them all just trying. That'd be rough. Hey, there are other customers waiting, you know. Who's up first? The first one has the advantage of being able to aim for the easier prizes, but it's dangerous to compete without knowing the gun's quirks. Kamitake's-san's take on the situation was pretty good. He gets what our club is about. Well then, to be fair, how about using rock, paper, scissors to decide? How about it? It's really the only way. Rock, paper, scissors. After a couple of matches, it ended up with Mion being first. I didn't want to end up first. Oh well. I'll just think of it as a handicap. Gramps, gun. Here you go. When the shooting range guy handed her a rifle, Mion looked it over intently. She didn't forget to check the cork bullet either. Okay. This gun's brand new, isn't it? No faults. Not bad. Oh yeah, she's like a gun otaku. I forgot about that. Mion raised the gun in one swift motion. It was completely different from her careful inspection. She was shooting from the hip. Fire. Reload. Fire. Reload. Fire. Flop. 3 candy boxes fell, one after the other. A big haul. The crowd paused in a moment of awe and then erupted in cheers. Whoa! Awesome! That was quite good. Tomitake-san was at a loss for words after seeing such shooting prowess. Amazing, Mii-chan. So Mion knows how to use a gun. Sure, okay. 3! Her accuracy was incredible. Her choice of targets wasn't bad either. The 3 Mion had gone after were fairly large and pretty easy to knock over. They were all targets with very high return on investment. Who's up next? Sadako? Careful, the bullets are light. Next was Sadako. The rifle looked a bit big for her lithe body, but it didn't seem like she had any problems with the weight. Of course, I shall aim for the grand prize. She proclaimed that she was going after the teddy bear. Damn, Sadako, such a bold move. The moment she knocks it over, she's guaranteed to be in first. Good luck, Sadako-chan. Sadako was the opposite of Mion. She aimed at the target quite carefully and squeezed the trigger. These bullets are too light. The first 2 bullets struck the bear in the torso, but only shifted it a bit. You need to aim higher towards the head or it won't work. Sadako's third bullet wasn't aimed at the bear, but at a candy box below its arm. I hate to say it, but it appears the bear is too much for me. He went boldly after the big catch, but since she switched over to less impressive prey at the last second, the crowd only gave a strained laugh. Were they laughing because she lacked the courage? It's like an 8-year-old. These fools know nothing. You know what? I'm glad Keiichi is like... He's got Sadako's back at least. A fine attempt, Sadako. You've gotten better. The palm of Mion's outstretched hand went pump as it tapped down lightly on Sadako. She appeared to just be talking hot air, but this was actually completely calculated. Damn that Sadako. Just to avoid being in last place, she dared to switch over to an easy target. Without shame or honor. Magnificent. I'll allow you to take the bear, Renaissance. I pray for your victory. Okay. Thanks so much, Sadako-chan. Oh, Bear-san's so cute. Rena was up next. She couldn't hit the broadside of a barn as regular Rena, but she said that bear was cute. I wonder how Rena-chan will do. I hope she's able to hit at least one. You're underestimating Rena, Tomitake-san. It's Rena, you know? It's Ryugu Rena, you know? If it was to get that teddy bear. Whoa! Tomitake-san wheeled around to see what all the commotion the spectators were making was about. Sadako was banking on Rena going for the bear and losing? Probably, yeah. If it was to get that bear, she'd be able to shoot through a pinhole. The one known as Ryugu Rena could do it. It's shaking, how cute. Rena couldn't hide her excitement over the bear's slow rocking. Now Rena couldn't lose. Not bad, Rena-san. The less collected you become, the stronger you get. Whoa! Another big cheer. Rena's bullet hit the bear's forehead again. Not enough. The bear seemed to wobble more than before. But it might not be possible. You never know. With Rena-chan's skill, it might be. While Tomitake was just as excited as the crowd, Rika-chan's analysis was not swayed by emotion. If Rena had 10 more shots, then she could surely knock it over. But with just one more, no matter how you looked at it, no go. Ow. The crowd let out a dejected groan. She had shot it right in the forehead 3 times. It was a bit late, but they gave her a good round of applause for the attempt. Oh, Bear-san, take him home. Oh. She should be praised for her valor, but she had no trophies to show for it. Then, at that moment, the old man flicked one of the candy boxes with his finger and handed it to Rena. This is for you, little lady. Huh? You giving this to me? Oh. The gods wouldn't forgive me if I let you go home empty-handed after such a display. There was another shower of applause. Rena turned bright red and I pulled her back over to us by her hand. You did a good job. Your cute mode really surprised me. Oh, I really wanted Mr. Bear. It was easy to see that it only needed a little more to be knocked over. Rena had done quite a lot for me. I still needed to pay her back for that delicious picnic. Alright, then I'll get it and give it to you. Bro! Did you just cockblock a 15-year-old? Like, hell no, you're not impressing this girl. Not today. Me, an adult with an 8-pack, is gonna do it. Tomitake-san had stolen the words right out of my mouth. Okay. Please, Tomitake-san. Good luck! Damn you, old man Tomitake! Stealing the good parts for yourself. The small hand stretched over and fell gently on my head just before I was overcome with frustration. You keep on fighting too, Keiichi, okay? Tomitake-san carefully studied the bear. Setting his sights, he shouldered the rifle while holding the other 2 shots in his hand. Why is he doing that? Yes, no doubt. Tomitake-san is aiming for... The time between shots was short. It was meaningless to shoot again once it had stopped shaking. But Tomitake-san was relying on rapid fire to win the battle. It was visibly wobbling much more than it ever had before. That was all. It still didn't fall over. Oh, too bad. All of Reina's momentary expectation from watching it sway violently turned into a dejected sigh. I really thought it would work. It seems that since you're a man, you will not be receiving any candy. Help! That sentence is so funny! That was it. It meant Tomitake-san had no spoils of war. So both Kei-chan and Rika-chan can just shoot down a small, easy prize and avoid being dead last. Avoid being the loser, huh? Oh, sorry about that. It's your turn next, Keiichi-kun. Best of luck! I was the 5th shooter. I took the rifle from Tomitake-san. If I took the ruthless route, as Mion had suggested, then I'd go for the small target. Except, when I picked up the rifle, I definitely got a feeling from it. It was burning passion, passed down to me by Tomitake-san. The regret of not being man enough to fell the bear that Reina wanted. Yeah, that's right. If I didn't aim for the bear, then I wouldn't be a man. After all, that was my promise to Rena. Huh? Huh? What? Promise? What? To shoot down that bear. And give it to Rena. That one. You mean... how... The crowd went wild when they saw our conversation. Woo! Cool, Oni-chan! You got balls, man! That's not it, fine men of the crowd. I didn't do this. Then Rena might mug the old man running the stall on his way home. No, that's not it. That's not it at all. Why can't I just express my honest feelings? Because you're the 15-year-old boy. Keiichi-san surely talks the talk. But how do you actually intend to bring down the bear? Yo, Rena, you should mug that guy. You should, honestly. Rena and Tomitake-san's shots did make it tilt a bit, but I think finishing the job will be difficult. Keiichi-kun, if only there was some way to shoot faster, I'd be able to pile more power on the sway from each hit. Good luck, Keiichi-kun. After taking 2 deep breaths, I shouted over to the guy. Has Keiichi won a game yet? He has not. He has not won a single game. Or no, he won the cute contest. 2 more rifles. Huh? The crowd murmured amongst themselves. I wonder what Keiichi-san is up to. One person can't handle 3 rifles at once. Yo, One Piece style? I get it. Nice thinking, Kei-chan. Mion was able to figure it out magnificently. Basically, what was taking the most time was reloading the shot. That's right. Then, by putting 3 preloaded rifles next to each other... Tomitake went silent, peering at me and the bear through his lens. His photographer's blood predicted that a miracle will occur. Then the crowd finally picked up on what I was planning. They let out a great cheer. They chanted my name, Keiji. Rapid fire is the key. If I miss, all is for naught. After letting out a deep breath, I paused. Relax. Now. Holy shit. That moment, I felt like time itself had stopped. I felt like I could see the trajectory of the bullets. Hit it. And knock it down. The first shot hit the bear on its head. The second. The third. The bear swayed hard. And then... Oh! Yeah! The cheers began before the stuffed animal even finished falling off the shelf. God, bro is chuny as fuck. Keiji is so chuny, it is insane. I love how chuny he is. The guy caught it before it hit the ground and tossed it over to me. You actually knocked it over. You got me. Amazing. Congratulations, Keiji-kun. And got the observation hockey. Keiichi-san has finally learned how to use his head. I see you in a slightly better light now. I didn't do it all by myself. Everyone hit it, and those small bits together brought it down. This trophy belongs to all of us. Right. This is from all of us working together. Me didn't hit it a single time. After holding up the teddy bear like it was a championship trophy, I handed it to Rena. Here. This is from me. No, from everyone. Keiichi is like genuinely a good dude sometimes. I feel like Keiichi, like as an adult, will probably be a pretty good person, but as a 15-year-old, he's a 15-year-old, so he kind of sucks most of the time. Thanks for always making your delicious lunches. Rena, thinking she was never actually going to get it, was momentarily speechless. I can't, Keiichi-kun. This is everyone's, after all. Oh. In that case, I was the one who knocked it down, and it's mine. It's mine, so I'm giving it to Rena. He is like just 15 years old, masculinity cockblocks his good traits. That's literally, yeah. I pushed the stuffed animal towards her again. This time she embraced and accepted it. You've watched out for me ever since I moved here, after all. I'm really grateful, you see. Thanks a lot. Wow, Keiichi. Oh, Keiichi-kun. Thanks so much. Rena dove at me. Mion told me a few days later that Rena kissed me, but I didn't realize it during all the excitement at the time. I remembered what I was trying to say to Tomitake-san earlier. There really isn't much of anything here. But there are lots of things you can't find anywhere else. I gained a lot from coming to Hinamizawa. Especially at that moment. The crowd's cheers echoed on and on. From the altar set up in front of the shrine, the drums sounded with a booming echo. It was the finale of the festival. I'll be going off ahead then. Visual novels should feel like jury duty for the first 40 hours and then proceed to blow your mind constantly for the next 20 years. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what happens. Yeah. Uh-oh. I need to go and get myself a good spot, too. We're pretty close to jury duty being over, though. I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. Well then, everyone. See you in a bit. Both Rika-chan and Tomitake-san gave their farewells and disappeared into the crowd. I wish both of you the best in your endeavors. Now, shall we be off? Yeah, might as well go see Rika-chan's charming figure. Let's go. Yeah. Huh? Where's Rena? What are you doing? Cage-kun? Mi-chan, save me. Since she was carrying such a ridiculously large stuffed animal, she was being carried by the flow of people. What is she doing? Must have her hands full taking care of that bear. So I'll leave Rena in your care, Kei-chan. I have my hands full taking care of Sadako. Who would want to be looked after by you, Mion-san? Ouch! Please don't pull on my arm. Before losing sight of Mion, I grabbed the back of Rena's collar. Cage-kun, not there. Don't grab me there. Why so bossy? Where can I grab then? Well... I didn't feel ashamed at all. Rena was ashamed enough for the both of us. Yo, Colin, welcome. You have stumbled into some Higurashi. Hope you're having a good night or morning. I grabbed onto Rena's hand and dashed after Mion and the others. We're gonna be late. Let's hurry up. Yeah. I hadn't realized Rena's hand was so delicate. Maybe she needed a bit more exercise and nutrition? That wasn't what I meant, not at all. My ears burned. I tried to keep calm. I repeated the phrase, "keep it together, my Barakeiichi," in my mind, but it didn't look like I would be able to anytime soon. I really didn't want Rena to see my face right then, so I pushed onward, dragging her along without looking back even once. There was already a huge group of people gathered at the altar in front of the shrine. The fire at the altar made it as bright as midday and just as hot. There was a pile of futons warded with sanctified rope at the front of the altar. Come to think of it, they did say it was a festival where they did something with the cotton in futons. Keiichi-san, Rena-san, we're over here. Sadako waved her hand from the front row. Ah, sorry. Making our way through the mass of people, we reached the spot they'd saved. How was it? Were you able to have a little bit of excitement with Rena? You punk, so that's what your plan was? Instead of replying, Mion gave us a perverse grin. How was it, Rena? Was Kei-chan's hand bigger than you thought it would be? God, Mion. How? Rena turned bright red, puffs of steam shooting out of her. I heard something slice through the air, and turned around to see Mion on the ground with a welt on her face. Mion, when were you hit? Between the ha and ow of her how, I think. Rena, not good to punch your friends to hide your embarrassment. I didn't hit her. Whatever. Oh. The thunderous beat of the drum echoed, silencing the crowd. You must all be quiet. It's beginning. It was a solemn ritual. Rika-chan entered dressed as a shrine maiden, followed by members of the municipal committee. The elders all looked at Rika-chan and clasped their hands in praise. The only thing allowed to disturb the profound silence was the flash from Tomitake-san's camera. What's the big thing Rika-chan's holding? A hoe that's used for this festival. It's a sacred farming tool that only the shrine maiden may touch. It was an awkward shape for a piece of farm equipment, not uncommon for something used in rituals. After reciting a Shinto prayer, Rika-chan approached the pile of futons gathered at the altar. She swung the hoe skillfully, plowing it into the futons. Each and every little moment of this performance probably had to be done in a certain way. Without a doubt, this was a ritual. What's next? Airing out futons? She's purifying futons that absorbed illnesses from people over the winter. So when Kei-chan said airing out futons, he wasn't completely wrong. Rika-chan's face was already dripping with sweat. Oh, it was probably really heavy. She staggered side to side with the momentum of each swing. Sadako looked on, silently lending her support. Worried? Rika practiced every single day with a mochi hammer. She will certainly prevail. Sadako's hands were sweaty, and whenever Rika-chan started to sway a little, she held her breath. Why wasn't Mion a candidate to be the Shrine Maiden? It feels wrong having Rika-chan swing around something so heavy. I'd do it if they asked me, you know. And well, it's not something just anyone could do. That's true. Shrine Maidens need to be pure after all. Mion drove her elbow into my side. With the thud of the big drum, Rika-chan gave a solemn bow and descended from the altar. That triggered a round of generous applause. After the Shinto priest had raised up the cleansed futons like a portable altar, the spectators stood up. Following after the priests, we all marched on at a moderate pace. They descended the shrine's giant stairs in a line. What's happening now? Washing the futons in the river? Wataganashi means setting cotton adrift, you know? The procession continued right up to the bank of the stream. A fire was stoked high, and it was bright as day here too. People started crowding around it and clamoring. Alright, get in line. Line up, Cage-kun. I wondered what was up. Maybe we'd get some holy wine? Red and white bean bugs? It's not food. I said it was cotton. Ah, but of course. They didn't call it the Wataganashi for nothing. I finally understood. The municipal committee members pulled out the cotton from inside the futons and galled it up like mochi, handing it out to people. Rena dove into the line and brought some out for me as well. We then proceeded to the bank of the stream. Since it's your first time, Cage-kun, just copy what I do. She held the cotton in her right hand, and waving her hand as if to purify it, she touched it to her forehead, chest, navel, and both thighs. You do this 3 times, and silently give thanks to Oyashiro-sama. Oyashiro-sama? What's that? The name of the shrine's god? Yes, it's the guardian deity of Hinamizawa. It brings about both miracles and curses, so you must be sure to show respect. That sounds like a pretty frightening god, but, well, when in Rome. I was officially a resident of Hinamizawa now, after all. Doing as Reina showed me, I touched the cotton over myself 3 times. Thank you, Oyashiro-sama. Thank you, Oyashiro-sama. Oyashiro-sama. This way, all the evil that possesses you is sucked out by the cotton. Then you let it gently drift away on the stream, and you're done. Together, Rena and I set our pieces of cotton afloat on the surface of the water. The flowers of cotton blooming in the water had sucked out all the evil festering in Hinamizawa and drifted off, disappearing into the distance. It was wonderful, like those floating lantern festivals I'd seen on TV. The best part, though, was feeling like this rite of passage had made me a true resident of Hinamizawa. Higurashi, when they cry.